Hello, friends. Take a look at this wonderful winter greeting card. It's a pretty bird with a cute hat and a scarf, all ready for the winter time. Also, she is wearing pretty boots so she doesn't get cold. Maybe it's a sparrow? What bird do you think it is? I think it's a sparrow. To start, take a sheet of paper size A4. Better to take a water paint paper. Let's fold it in half to make it a greeting card. A perfect present for your friends or your loved ones. Carefully folding. Well, now we are ready to draw. So, our bird lives far away in snowy mountains, so let's mark the mountains. They are a round form. First mountain. Because we will draw many snowy hills, mind it, as if our bird is flying up high. Okay, let's count how many hills I drew. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like this. This hill down here we can make bigger. If needed to correct, take an eraser and erase all unnecessary lines. You can draw any number of hills as you wish. No need to draw exactly 5 like I did. Your bird can be standing on one mountain or hill. Okay, great. On the far hills, we will draw trees. Start with drawing ovals. 1, 2, 3, and same on the other side. 1 oval, second oval, and the third one. And now, moving downwards, draw the tree trunks. Okay, all is simple. Also, if you wish, you can draw pine trees instead. They will look great. Now, the most important, our bird. We will place the bird in the center. So first, draw a big drop, like this. And the tail, make it a little bigger. If needed, erase all unnecessary lines. We can see the hills, and we don't need them anymore. So be brave to delete them. Don't forget to remove the scraps. Okay. Well, are you ready with the form of the bird? I am sure that you managed well. Highlighting the lights with the pencil once more. Okay. And now, let's draw cute bird's legs. Our bird is standing. And we can draw the boots. Okay. It is cold in the mountains, so we must dress her up warmly. If you wish, you can draw felt boots. Don't forget the wings. The left one and the right one. With the right wing, my bird is holding on to her hat. That's why we will draw it upwards, like this. Minding the forms, and don't forget about the feathers. Make them round and nice. You will manage. If you like, you can draw the feathers round or sharp. Perhaps you will decide to draw a bullfinch with a red breast instead. Friends, have you ever seen a bullfinch? Sometimes bullfinches come over from the forest. You can make a bird feeder near your house and be patient. I'm sure that very soon you will see a boonfinch coming for lunch. Well, we can already see the bird forming. Great, we are doing good. We cannot leave our bird without a scarf. So, draw a big and cozy scarf. Our bird scarf is tied, so let's draw it a little bit longer. And now, we will draw cute hearts. You can choose to draw anything else you wish, maybe dots. Our bird will be very fashionable. Also, I decided to correct a bit the boots, making them a bit rounder. You can draw bigger boots than needed. With the small bird's feet, they will look very adorable. And now, time to draw the hat. Mark the place where the hat should start. And don't forget to add a fluffy pom-pom. See how the drop form in the beginning helped us to draw the hat itself? Now, draw in the hat's borders and add in an ornament similar to the scarf. One heart, second heart, and a few dots. Now our bird is ready to conquer the mountains. Make the pom-pom fluffy. Well, now it's time to make our bird realistic. For this, let's add the eyes and a beak. Okay, a big beak with a smile because our bird is a happy bird. And draw in the round eyes, first the circle, then the pupil itself. My bird will be looking to the right side. Perhaps she noticed something interesting over there. And don't forget to use the eraser to correct if anything is needed to be corrected. Go back and check that all details are in place. All looking good. Well, now the interesting part. Are you ready to fill in the background? Let's do our snowy magic background. I will be using watercolor paints. My brand is called White Knight. Of course, you can choose any other paints, markers maybe, or even pencils, whatever you like more. Let's take the brush, wet it in the water, and let's start off with a blue color. Don't forget to add plenty of water so that the colors are not too bright. In this project, I will be mixing up two techniques, using watercolor paints only for the background. For the rest, I will use markers. You can repeat as I am doing or use any watercolor paints, gouache, or only markers. Please comment below what you prefer to draw with. I will definitely read your comments. Very interesting. Okay. One more hill coming up. A cold blue colored hill. Your hills can be another color. Maybe it will be a summertime instead of winter. Maybe you will decide to draw a summer cap instead of a summer hat. This drawing can be made for any season. By the way, what is your favorite season? My favorite season is winter. To make the mountains appear more realistic, I will be adding a bit of purple color. Add in water and fill in the purple. What a beautiful color we have. Because we are doing magic mountains, they can be any color. Pink, purple, blue, whatever you like more. Filling in one more hill. Be careful, no need to hurry. And remember, practice makes perfect. Train yourself and believe me, you will manage just great. No need to be perfect straight away. The hill on which the bird is standing will be a darker blue. And I will add a bit of light blue. Okay. The closer objects are, the more intense the colors seem. This is why this hill is darker and the near one is brighter. Remember, it's useful information. Friends, please be careful working around the bird. Like this. Carefully filling in the gaps. This greeting card is a great present. Handcraft is more expensive and valuable because not only time, but also your soul is involved in the process itself. Well, once done with the hills, now we have to do the sky. Hold the sheet of paper if needed. And moving on to the sky. For the sky, I will mix blue and gray tones to make an evening effect. Of course, you can make it a daytime or a dawn. Also, if you wish, you can add the sun and the clouds. I want my bird to be there in the evening. Be sure to smudge well so that the color lays even. Like this. Just a bit left. Picking up a little bit of more color and filling in. Are you getting ready for Christmas? It's time to make the gifts, and we are doing the right thing right now. Do you like Christmas? I think it's the most magic time of the year. Very soon, Santa will be packing his sleigh and starting off to children who are awaiting for their presents. What do you want to Christmas to be as a gift? Be sure to comment below. Well, done with that, let's leave the bird to dry and I will see you in 5 minutes. Well, now that our bird is dry, we can move the watercolors aside and take the markers. They can be any kind. Maybe it will be pencils instead. Okay, look how many markers we have over here. I want to start with the cute boots. Remember that our markers have two sides. For the boots, we take the thin side. The thin side is called a bullet. Filling in one boot with one color first, and later on we will contour to make it voluminous. Okay, one boot done, and the second boot is ready. Make your moves even. Move your hand up and down. This will make it look tidy. Now, let's take a darker yellow. Using the thin side, contour. See how pretty it turns out to be? We should never forget about the shadows. Put them on the left side. Now it's time for magic. We will mix up two colors using a lighter tone. See how easy it works out to be? Gently smudge and in circular motions reach a gradient effect. A bit of magic happening. Also, let's not forget to show the deepness in our drawing. For this, let's open a brown marker and fill in the openings of the boots. Open and draw. Draw with the thin side. And also don't forget the underside of the boots. Now the bird will not slip in the mountains. Great. Time for the legs. I chose dark red. Open and carefully draw right on the pencil lines. Repeat the forms. Friends, do you know what does Santa do at summertime? We think of him only at wintertime, but did you know that he begins to work on presents in summer? Can you only imagine how much work is there to be done? Of course, he has a lot of helpers. The deers help him, and the elves are always there to help Santa. Don't forget to leave out space for the highlights. So, Santa is working non-stop, day and night, in winter and in summer times. Well, I guess now it's time for the scarf. I chose a pretty beige. Fill in with the white side of the marker. A very beautiful tone indeed. Our bird will be warm for sure. Okay, ready with the scarf. Now, taking a darker beige, let's color in the inner sides, adding shadows to the scarf. And of course, remember to show all the folds representing the shadows on both sides. Remember that the markers are sliding gently on the paper. We always correct our moves. Okay. Now the scarf looks pretty. Yes? Are you managing? If not, do not worry. Practice makes perfect. A handmade present is the best present. Everyone likes handmade presents, believe me. Don't forget to add a bit of dark brown shades. See how realistic our drawing turns out to be? Show the scarf's texture. And on the ends, let's draw threads. Ready? And point out all the folds. Make them a little brighter. Now, I want to draw the red hearts on the scarf. Later on, we will brighten them more. One heart, second heart. Looking good. Well, time to do the hat. I decided to draw it the same color as the scarf. But of course, you can choose any color you like. Maybe a blue color or a red color, whatever you prefer. I want my hat to be a gentle color. Okay, filling in like so. Do you know where Santa lives? He lives in the North Pole. It is always cold and frozy out there, but he feels comfortable. His deers and the elves also feel good. Well, let's move on to the bird itself. For the bird's body, I chose this color. A beautiful light orange tone. Remember, no need to hurry. Be precise. If you think that I draw too quickly for you, please pause the video and repeat after me. I am sure you will manage even better. Okay. Careful near the scarf. Almost done. For small parts, please use the thin inside of the marker and use the thick side for the wide parts. I know, the filling is a long process, but it matters a lot. So let's try to do our best. Okay, almost there. Do you know that Santa has a red coat thanks to the Coca-Cola company? In the beginning, he had a different outfit. It was a blue color, sometimes a green color, and even gold. But after Coca-Cola showed Santa in a red outfit, everyone liked it. And now we know him only in a red color outfit. And all that is related to Christmas time also is colored red. Okay. See how we're almost done with the bird's body while chatting away? So Santa has not only a red costume, but many other colored costumes. Now you know. Well, time to do the bird's face. Friends, be careful near the eyes. If you need, you can move the sheet around. Also, take your time near the scarf. We don't want to mess up anything. Be precise. Remember to do your best working on this present. We're doing everything neatly. Okay. Our eyes are done. Just a little bit left. I bet you wish to get over to the eyes already. Also, we will be drawing the beak of this pretty bird. But we will do the details in the end. For now, let's concentrate on the big spaces. If needed, correct any lines. I decided to correct the tail. Good. Now everything is looking perfect. Taking a darker brown, we start to contour the wings. One half will be dark brown, and then we will mix with the previous tone. Remember to color in circular motions. This will give you a nice gradient effect in the end. Keep on trying, and I am sure that you will manage. Once you are done, repeat the same with the second wind. Some colors, as we did on the body, will be added to the wing. Filling only the middle part. The rest part we will contour later on with a darker brown. Use the white part of the marker to speed up your work. Be precise. Don't hurry too much. Remember about the feathers. One feather, second feather, the third, and the fourth feather done. Our bird will have the prettiest wings. What do you think about our bird? Where is the bird from? What if this bird is a tourist bird from the warm countries? Well, what a brave bird reached the mountains to investigate. Okay, don't worry about any harsh lines. We will blur everything out later on. Don't forget to contour the wings and the feathers. One feather, second and the fourth ready. It is always very important to show the feathers. This makes the drawing very realistic. Of course, you can draw your bird in any tones, gray, and make the stomach red, or even you can draw a scarecrow who flew all the way to the North Pole. I decided that mine will be a bullfinch. Well, are we ready with the gradient? Isn't it the most interesting part of all? Correcting all lines. Please do not leave any blank spots. Also, watch out for missed out places, wide gaps, because they make the drawing look untidy, and we of course do not want that. Now, take the same marker we did for the body and let the magic begin. For the gradient, we always mix two colors and we take the lightest in circular motions, working our way through the wind. Going well? Remember not to press too hard. We don't want the marker's end to break. Mixing up two colors. Looking good. Once the feathers are done, let's take a dark brown and work on the shadows that are left to do under the hat and under the scarf. A little bit of shadow added here. Another shadow will go over here. Show the threads of the scarf. And here. Good. One more shadow there. On the legs. Well, and maybe a little bit here. Underneath the hat. Great. By the way, Santa gifts only well-mannered kids. Were you good this year? I am sure that Santa's got the biggest gift for you. Also, I decided to add a little shadow under the tail. If you are using other materials, you still can make a gradient. If it is a watercolor paint, use water. Moving on. Now, let's take the light brown and blur two tones together. Repeat this process everywhere where it's needed. But please mind not to press on the marker too hard, or it might break. Well, we are doing perfect. I want to add more shadows underneath the scarf, keeping in mind that it's evening time. Over here, turn the page so it's more convenient for us. A little bit there. On the head, and a bit more will be added to the boots. Okay, well, why not add to the beak as well? Just here. Good. Friends, you can use one color for different details in one go. So be ready. Now, it is time to smudge and blur our work. The gradient technique is one of the best to fill in any drawings. Do you like to use the gradient effect? See how all comes out even and pretty? Give it a go. I am sure you will manage. Okay, like this, and we're almost done. If you get tired, please pause the video, take a rest, and then come back to continue. Perfect work. I guess now it's time to do the shadows on our hat using an orange tone. Since my hat is a gentle color and not so darkly colored, I decided to take this neat orange. Also, I will use it on the wings. A little here, a little there, like so. Don't leave out the pom-pom. No Christmas without a pom-pom, right? Did you know that pom-poms were brought by sailors? They used pom-poms to not hit the head on the low ceilings of their ships. And now, as we know, we use them freely everywhere in our daily life. Tell your friends this interesting story. I am sure they will like it. So now you know that pom-poms were a highly needed thing, preventing sailors from injuries. Okay, and we are ready to move on. I decided to use a little bit darker orange for the fold on the hat. This color will be perfect. I will contour the borders and also not forget the left side of the hat. Well, what a beautiful and cute bird we have. Don't forget to make the stripes on the hat. And a bit on the scarf and a bit on the pom-pom. Great job. Now take the green color to do the eyes. Maybe you will choose maybe a blue color. Remember to place the pupils in only one direction, making the bird look in one spot. I decided my bird will be looking to the right side, as if she is interested in something and cannot take her eyes away. Now let's add a bit of a dark green. All ready. Now time for the beak itself. Take a pale dark red and remember to leave the inside for a brighter tone in the future. Once done, take a lighter tone and mix as usual in circular motions. This technique is worth trying. See how perfectly the colors mix? I am sure you will manage. Now our beak is standing out. Just a little bit more. Never too much of color. Mixing the two colors together, and we're doing perfect. What a nice beak. And now it's time for the hearts on our hat. 1, 2, be careful. A little dots around the hearts. And maybe a third heart in the center will be just right. Ready. Later on, we will contour the lines with the same marker. I think that we chose a perfect color for the hearts. Also, I will use the same marker to brighten up the stripes on the hat borders. And maybe add a little shadow to the scarf as well. A few stripes there and here, and we are done. Now, taking a bright red, we will be highlighting the beak itself. Now our bird has the prettiest beak. I am sure that she is from warm places. Did you know that the brighter a bird is, the more tropical oriented it is? Have you ever noticed that birds in Africa are very bright colored, but the ones that are from winter places, they are always brownish or grayish, a more dull color. Moving on to the trees. Our trees are magic. That's why I chose to take a purple color and a blue color for the rest of the trees. Who knows, maybe they are magic trees. And it will surely bring us the magic feeling. Now, taking the blue and filling in circular motions as usual. One tree and the last tree. Good. Okay, now I will take a white marker to highlight the pupils. Of course, for this you can choose any other materials, such as gouache paint, for example. Done with that. And now, taking a black gel pen, we will draw a smile. Also, we will show the pupils better. With the eyes done, our bird looks alive. Don't forget to leave white highlight inside the eyes so they look outstanding and natural. Okay. Now contouring the eyes. Don't hurry, the eyes mean a lot. Well, what a sweet bird. Let's add some eyelashes if it's a girl bird. So, I'm drawing the prettiest and the longest eyelashes. And moving on to the second eye. If you decide that your bird is a boy bird, no eyelashes are needed. What a pretty bird. Now we need to contour the hat and the fur on the pom-pom. So let's move on and contour with the black gel pen. Don't forget the pom-pom. Looking good. Just add in the last details and we're done. Contour the boots, the legs. All the details must be done. Don't forget to contour the trees. Perfect. A little bit more to the scarf added. And now we can move on to the branches. Contouring the trees. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. A line in the center, the trunk itself, and the branches in the center. And we will repeat the same on the other side. First, contour the trees. Next, a line in the center. Don't forget the trunk of the tree. And add in the branches to finish off. Well, with that done, all that is left is the shadows on our snow hills. So let's take the water paints again. Dipping in black and then dipping in purple and adding a little bit of blue, we will proceed to draw the shadows. Working with the watercolors, please remember to use plenty of water before it dries out. Start off with the shadows under the bird itself. Don't worry if the paint looks too bright. By adding water, you can always lighten it up. Leave the darker shadow under the bird. And then gently move on to the hill itself. When our first hill is done, we can move on to the second hill. Well, our next hill will be another color, a little bit darker, so I added purple, and contouring all the other hills. Moving on, and we are almost done. Don't forget to draw the shadows under the trees themselves. If you took too much paint, remove it with a dry brush. I decided to add a bit more of black and purple and a glimpse of blue over here. Remember that watercolors love water, so be generous while working with them. Add water when needed. What magic and snowy hills we have. The forms are perfect. Remember to watch the water, not to be too messy in the process of drawing, because it can influence on the drawing itself. And as you can see, when I am mixing up black and purple together, we are blending the hills a little bit here and a little bit over there. Never too much of shadows. Well, friends, our greeting card is almost ready. If you wish, you can always leave a message. You can even draw snowflakes if you like, or something else of your choice. Once we're done with the hills, let's move on to drawing snowflakes. Remember to let your drawing dry before taking the markers. To draw the snowflakes, we will need a blue marker. First, please watch me do it. No need to hurry. You can draw the snowflakes any form you like, big or small. Perhaps it is the first snowfall. Did snow fall out where you live? Please comment below. Now a few more snowflakes. Let's count how many snowflakes we have. Leave a comment below. Well, we are almost done. What a wonderful job. This will be a great present for our loved ones. They will be very happy that you handcrafted this present. Always do your best. Do not be afraid to experiment and go in for something new. Sign up and remember, we are here for you. The more you like it, the more we do back. See you next time with a new tutorial. Bye bye!